today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, it stays up. And this one too low.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get. 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. High throw, but the catch is made. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Off play action, Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a screen for Robinson. He's up to the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Daniels flush to his right. He'll let this go for Adams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to hell, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 22-yard scamper. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at the juke. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Back to throw. Daniels on the move to his left. They shakes him off. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the...
And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's brought to sack and a turnover on downs. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Gets past 1 man. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards.
That's how you flip field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look back, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Watson's throw caught by Tony.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Watson on 1st down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a decent to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson off play action. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. He'll let this go for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Daniels. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels being chased out left. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the down, went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They didn't. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd. And, oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that,
I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Dancing to his left. Now a battle for McLaurin from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on second down. Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll buy some time right. Fighting him off. Still going. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Here, it's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
A strong running. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Oh, Adams, what a grab, getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Davante Adams with an acrobatic catch. And the Commanders have got it on cruise control. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Commanders get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's the Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in the possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Thompson Robinson now. Right back to Judy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Forced out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they have now gone for it on fourth 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window, 0 for 4.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Pretty move. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the bootleg. Daniels steps away to his left. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And that is gonna. Wow. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Thompson Robinson. This will be, and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
As I say, this game has exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
At the 20-yard line, it's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Daniels dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he goes down, but not 25. That one goes for 24 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he'll be taken in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Off play action. Daniels able to shake him off. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Daniels. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, It's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Here comes third down and 7. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels steps away to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Kind of a deficit. You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. We'll get this up to about the 44. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their